Hi, I'm Philip Aliband and I'm the solution owner for SAP's corporate close solution, SAP S/4HANA for Group Reporting. S/4HANA for Group Reporting is a consolidation solution embedded within the S/4HANA environment, running on top of the operational accounting ledger. It supplements the reported data from the S/4HANA Universal Journal with consolidation relevant postings such as currency translation, intercompany eliminations, and consolidation of investments. This tight integration between local and group accounting manifests itself in many ways. For example, as well as the transactional data foundation of the Universal Journal, S/4HANA Group Reporting shares the same master data, such as profit centers and other dimensions. S/4HANA Group Reporting also shares many of the same apps. It also provides streamlined integration between group and local accounting, such as the data release task and the drill through from group reporting data to the underlying local accounting transactions, a feature we support for analysis and also for validations. Across local and group accounting, finance teams use a common SAP Fiori role-based user experience. Tighter integration across entity and group close is one of the main factors driving innovation, and going forward SAP is planning common process orchestration with SAP Advanced Financial Closing. So now I'd like to highlight the topic of integration in the new innovations shipped with the 2020 on-prem release of S/4HANA for Group Reporting. If you saw my video on the on-prem 1909 release back in September last year, you'll know that the annual on-prem release brings together all the innovations shipped in the prior quarterly cloud releases. So the functionality I'm highlighting is already out in the market and is being used by customers. So let's take a closer look at three of the many innovations we're shipping in the 2020 release, from an integration context in terms of integration of local and group data, integration of local and group processes, and integration of data from a UI perspective. We can group the dimensions used in S/4HANA Group Reporting into four categories. First, we have the dimensions which form the Group Reporting Data Foundation, Consolidation Unit, FS Item, and other dimensions. These dimensions are supplemented by the additional standard fields from the Universal Journal. In this release, S/4HANA for Group Reporting supports customer-specific fields. These are the extensions the customer has made to the Universal Journal, or extensions the customer needs specifically in the Group Reporting Data Model, the ACDocu table. You can add these fields with standard S/4HANA customs fields and logic function, and then decide which apps should use these new fields. You can include them in your reporting, in your manual journal entries, and also in data validations. What is more, you can process customer-specific fields in group reporting consolidation tasks, such as currency translation and reclassifications. Ad hoc fields in SAP Group Reporting Data Collection is another flexible new innovation which allows you to set up new dimensions for your imported data without impacting the ACDocu data model. This is particularly useful for non-financial data you need to report on. You're probably aware of the intercompany matching and reconciliation functionality we shipped in the S/4HANA 1909 on-prem release. You can match intercompany transactions automatically based on matching rules you've set up, with workflow processes available to deal with variances from your matched data. The S/4HANA Group Reporting 2020 release enables you to take the results of the ICMR processes, so the matched data, any variances you have, and the reason codes that explain the variances, and use that as a trigger for your intercompany elimination process in S/4HANA Group Reporting. We've introduced a new consolidation monitor task and elimination rules, and allow you to configure how variances from the ICMR processes are posted by account and document type. This gives your group accountants increased transparency over the intercompany details in your consolidated reports. So we now have a streamlined reconciliation to elimination process, which also allows you to drill from the elimination posting to the underlying information from the intercompany reconciliation and down to the intercompany accounting journals. We've talked about the integrated data flowing from S/4HANA operational accounting to S/4HANA group reporting. But of course, companies typically might have subsidiaries running accounting outside of this S/4HANA environment on ECC or non-SAP ERP systems. One way to import this financial data and also non-financial data into group reporting is via the cloud app SAP Group Reporting Data Collection. And with the 2020 S/4HANA Group Reporting release, we've made a number of improvements in terms of UI ease of use for integrating external data into S/4HANA Group Reporting. SAP ships predefined input reports across all typical financial statement reports. You can use this content as a template, also for setting up your own reports. At the top of the screen, the reports contain a context bar, which inherits the values from the group reporting global parameters. You can enter new data in the report or change existing data, and the app provides comfortable features for copying cell values and locating specific data in the report using the Find toolbar. With the 2020 release, you can now work on multiple reports simultaneously. You just need to open the reports in separate tabs or windows to be able to enter data, for example, for assets and liabilities on the same screen. So thanks for watching this brief overview of some of the key functionalities in S/4HANA for Group Reporting, which we're shipping with the 2020 on-prem release. I hope it's given you some insight into the topic of integration and how SAP is closing the gap between local and group accounting and between internal and external data. And I'm looking forward to your feedback and comments.